right here on the number one rated business show, right here on the Real 1100 AM, iHeartRadio, take it in all over the world.
All over the world.
All over the world, man. I can't believe, dog, we got folks listening literally all over the world at this point.
And we're here. Rain, shine, sleet, snow, and boxes falling off. People back in the truck.
We going to make a special promise to all our fans, all our listeners, all our entrepreneurs out there. We're going to make sure I'm dedicated to coming in live every day. I got to take my glasses off. But that we're going to be dedicated to coming here live, giving y'all the best content this year and making sure we bringing some of the top folks in business. So, because we starting to get a huge response. I'm getting texts, I'm getting phone calls, everybody saying, man, y'all are just doing such a great job bringing these guests on and the knowledge that's coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We laugh and we joke a lot, but it is so much knowledge coming out here. And some of these guests, man, I'm sitting back learning myself.
Like yesterday, the Amazon guy.
Oh, man.
Yo, he coming back Wednesday.
By special demand, we had such a huge response from the Amazon guy. All these Amazon folks got these Amazon stores. Everybody wants to know more. And we did get him tied down for another day. We're going to spend a whole hour with him next week. And we really going to dig into how you can grow your Amazon business.
Amazon,
on Instagram
yeah, you so
right
much
now.
on Instagram, man. Get off Instagram. They still got me banned, too.
They still got the band.
Man, I've sent 3 photos with me looking like I've got a ransom note and everything.
We going to leap the bounds, though, man. Like, seriously, I want everybody that's listening or everybody that's watching on Instagram, we have a brand new Instagram channel, and we're trying to build it up. Everybody, please go over and like One Rated Business Show. We can put the number on there.
Yeah, I know.
But go over and follow One Rated Business Show. That is where everything is going to be from here on out, everything that we got going on. And we're trying to build that up. We got 105,000 people on mine. I want all 105,000 of y'all to go like the One Rated Business Show. And follow that page and keep up with the show.
And dude, I used to have thousands, but I'm banned. Mad about
they set
that,
the
bro.
countdown.
I'm mad about that. I got a new account, but it's fresh, so it doesn't have anything on it.
I keep sitting on here talking about metal like that. They're gonna set me down too, bro. Thank you so much, Lamont Sinclair, for joining us on Instagram. Thank you so much, brother. Make sure you go follow One Rated Business Show. For all our folks sitting out in traffic right now, anybody that was following Jeff.
Salty, bro. Box came out the back of the dude's truck, hit my Beamer, hit my baby, tore the mirror off, and then he gonna try to act like, oh, it flipped over my truck. Nah, bro, I see.
Only person on the interstate don't pick up right now, bro. Come on now.
But I got his license plate number. Woo! I got a video of me chasing him down.
You went old school on you. I got the license plate on.
Oh, no doubt. Shout out to Allstate. Somebody gonna take care of me.
Just get a few announcements out of the way real quick. If you're out there in the Douglasville area and you want to stay looking good, stay looking sexy, get your line right, I want you to go see my barber, Melvin Bowden, over at Studio 1211. You can visit them at 6405 Fairman Road, but you better call and schedule an appointment because they are jam-packed.
And he takes vacation.
He do take vacations, y'all.
All right now.
And he be gone for like a whole week. He don't care what you do half that or not. I'm messing with you, brother. You know I love you forever. But you can call and schedule an appointment at 770-485-6772. If you're trying to get your body right, you want to be ripped, you want to be fit, I want you to go see my folks over at Titans Fitness. They're right there located in Smyrna, 1834 South Cobb Industrial Boulevard, Southeast, Smyrna, Georgia, 30082. Just visit them online at titans.net.
Yes.
And if you're in the Smyrna area, just Google Titans. I promise you're going to find the best facility, the best training. You can go in and ask for Rachel Stuckert from Impact Fitness. She trains me herself. Tell her KC sent you, and you're going to get a free training on me.
The burpees are free, but the abs cost money. Oh, yeah.
The mastermind is sold out once again for February. Woo!
Once again, man.
I can't believe all these folks.
But we're gonna take it virtual so more people can get it though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna definitely do that. So I mean, hey, once it goes out, get it while you can.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be intense though. We're gonna teach you a lot of things.
And on top of that, we are starting back up our master class.
Yeah.
Now our master class is a smaller, shorter, briefer version and an online version of the mastermind. The masterminds, we love doing them in person because there's nothing like being in the environment, being able to be around all these great business owners and this type of stuff. But these master classes is a little bit more convenient for some folks.
Yeah.
Only $97. We're going to cover a lot of material that we cover in the mastermind. And trust me, you're going to get a chance to learn all the information that you need to grow your business in 2022.
Yeah. And for all those that are around the world that can't make it to Atlanta, that's a great way for you to get on.
I'm trying to zoom through these announcements, man, because I got just backed by special demand.
Yep.
I hate when folk call me, man, when Lorenzo come back on? When Lorenzo come back on? I said, dude, it ain't his show, okay?
See, I was at home last time it was going on, man. I didn't get a chance.
We gonna read you on air.
My energy's off right now, bro.
I feel it. You making me hot.
It's probably a good thing, though. It's probably gonna be all for your good.
It's gonna be for my good, but my energy is off.
But real quick, before we get into the world famous astrologer Lorenzo Sanford, on the line we got the coach Mark Parham.
Hey.
How you doing, brother? How you doing today, man?
Doing good, man. You know, it's great that these masterminds are going so good because so many people are starting to take control of their own lives and wanting to start their own businesses. And this whole mastermind, the things we've been having for them are really helping a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. And you know, the beautiful thing about it is it's the fact that we are getting rid of all this bad information that's out there.
Right, right.
We're getting rid of them bad myths. We're telling you which ad platforms work for your business. We're not saying Facebook don't work. And I know I trash Facebook a lot, but we're not saying it don't work. But all we're saying is it might not be working for you.
Exactly.
Okay? No,
yeah,
Mark,
one size does not fit all.
no, it does not. And Mark, elaborate on that a little bit, because a lot of folks think, falling behind a lot of these different gurus and things like this, they think everything they say is supposed to work for their business.
Yeah, but it has to do with what kind of business do you have and who are your customers, because they're not on all platforms.
That's right.
Okay, some people are on Facebook, some people are on LinkedIn, Instagram. So you got to go where your people are.
Woo!
You know, you can't be found if you're not putting yourself in the right places, and that's what people are. And you know, the other thing too is that people like getting likes, but that's not conversion. You got to convert people to do business with.
What? You better preach.
And it's like Jeff say all the time, those are vanity metrics.
Yes, likes don't pay the bills.
Thank you.
Right.
Because
Right.
it's so funny, man. We get these people come and they get so excited. They be spent $500 and they like, I got all these impressions. I got all these likes. And I'm like, well, how many conversions you got? And they be like, what's a conversion?
Yep.
You know, and I think that's what's so great about our mastermind is that we teach people how to convert.
Exactly.
How do you make people that like you into somebody that's a paying customer? That's the ticket. You know, and that's why I think that it's so confusing a lot of times because people put out all this material, but it's really not. Give the people what they need. Give the people what they want.
But you know, it's the key to that though. Give the people what they want.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times folks begging you for something specific, but you're trying to sell them something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they want your daddy cookies, sell them your daddy cookies.
About my daddy.
Right.
Don't give them a video about your daddy cookies. I'm just saying.
But see, some of it too, though, they need to realize exactly what they need, and a lot of times they confuse their wants with their needs. So they say, "No, I need to advertise," and you say, "No, I don't think based on your model, you need to advertise there, or you need to do this there." And they're like trying to beat you down. No, that's what I need, but that's what you want.
There you go.
Looking at what you like, for instance, if you have some business that they literally have to drive up to your location and purchase straight from you, and you're trying to advertise in California, but you're in Atlanta, it's like that's not what you need. But see, what the problem is, people tell them what they want to hear, though.
Oh yeah.
So they say, yeah, that's going to get you 1 million people driving up to your doorstep from California, all the way from California, and
They coming to Atlanta for your daddy cookies.
Exactly. So they end up buying it because the salesperson just basically gave them what they wanted to hear.
Exactly.
It's a game.
It is.
And stop allowing these people to take these buzzwords that's out here that you truly don't understand what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ask a question. It's okay. Because it's so funny. And I tell folks this stuff all the time. When you sit there and you talk to somebody and you trying to explain something to them. We talking about conversions and analytics and this type of stuff. You see the look on their face. They just ain't with it.
Yeah.
But instead of asking the question, because they don't want to be that one in the room, well, probably 50 folks in the room got the same question.
Yeah.
They just sit there and then you don't get the information.
I'm gonna be honest. Yesterday, I was the dumbfounded one. I was looking at the Amazon guy like, y'all dudes,
Bro. I was grilling him, bro.
Yeah, like, dude.
But I think the other really important aspect is we're teaching them how to convert, but we're also teaching them from a business development standpoint how to supply what it is you do.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you can convert people all day, but if you don't have the mechanisms and procedures in place to give the people what they're asking for, that's a whole another set of issues.
That
And
is so true, Mark.
Our
I mean,
stuff is
hey,
so well
business
rounded.
development is the key.
We're teaching them how to attract customers, but also how to deliver.
And then the other side of that, how to keep your customer.
Yeah, there you go.
How to keep them, because it's so funny. That's one of the biggest things that people miss. It is so much cheaper to keep a customer than it is go get one.
Lord,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you might spend
They have
$30,
the term
$40 to get
acquisition
one.
cost.
Exactly.
People don't really they don't understand what acquisition cost means. How much does it cost to get a new customer versus keep the one that's you're already in their payroll, you're already in their system, they're already paying you. Those are the ones you want to keep.
Oh yeah.
You know, and but people don't realize that. They want to do a lot of marketing to new customers, but a lot of times if you have the right customers that are giving you repeat business, you're on your way.
nothing like a repeat customer.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yep.
And that's another thing that we get into these masterminds. LTV, lifetime value of a customer.
Yeah.
We've even gotten to a point with nonprofits, even churches. You know, we have to really kind of break this down, because people, when they see it in numbers, they start to get it.
Yeah.
But when we just sit and talk about givers and we talking about donations and this type of thing, then you don't really see what we're saying. But when we actually break that down and say the average person probably donates about $100 a month, and then that $100 a month, they normally stay about a year. So we ain't looking at this $100, we're looking at the $1,200 overall.
Yeah.
How do I get to 12?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Hey,
So
I want to offer
we
something
can't
to
make,
you guys.
We can't make this whole show about and give away all our mastermind stuff.
We're just trying to we just want to reach more people and show them and start to get some of this stuff in y'all's mind, because y'all need to take advantage of these master classes. You need to take advantage of the mastermind. If you're trying to grow your business in 2022, what happened in 21 is not going to work for you.
Yeah.
It is not going to work.
I want
Go ahead.
to offer something to you all on your work, what you're doing with the community. I want to give an astrological reading, a gift to your organization,
All
for
right.
you to give to whatever entrepreneur that you think deserves to have some great guidance, some great counseling on what the energy is for them this year and how
Wow.
they
We got
how they can
gifts.
move.
We got
Free
gifts in
coaching
the
session.
room. I know my energy's off today. I'm all red
He
today.
need
So,
his now.
yeah, nah, you might not. Yeah.
That includes you, Mark. If you know anybody, I mean, whoever the organization picks, I want to donate a reading.
Wow.
Thank you so
man.
much for that.
That's hot. That's hot. You know why? Because people don't really understand how this all works together.
Oh yeah.
Everything, you know, the astrological, all of it works together. The way they used to go, if the moon was in the 7th house and Jupiter's alive with Mars,
Exactly.
all of it means something.
It's all about timing. And if you have the
Yeah.
right timing, then you can always move successfully because you know what direction to go in. You know
Right.
what direction to not go in.
Yeah.
And that's part of what we do. So I just want you guys to know, if you have an entrepreneur or anybody who you all deem is in need of that kind of guidance, I want to.
Oh, we finna dig in, bro. Well, Mark, I definitely thank you so much for calling in, man. And I just want you to lend a little bit to the conversation. But everybody listening, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a startup, if you are in business, or if you've been in business, you're ready to grow and explode,
Yeah.
you need to be a part of these master classes and these masterminds. We will have more information about the one that we're going to do in March.
Yeah.
But Jeff said he ain't working because it's March Madness. So, you know, we got to work
I'm
around it.
just saying, work around it. I mean, you know, I can watch the games, and work around it.
We're not going to have no big screen in the back so you can be watching the game while we up here trying
That's
to
what
speak.
we're going to do. We're going to have the big screen. We're going to also have the little picture-in-picture, and we're going to do it that way. Watch the game while we give you game. That's what we're doing this year.
All right.
Watch the
All right,
game while we
gentlemen.
give you game.
How about you guys later on?
All right,
All right
brother.
now.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Mark.
So in studio with us, backed by special demand, the one and only world astrologer, world renowned, and one of my astrologers. He can tell me what to do.
I know.
Lorenzo Sanford.
Hey, I just want to question something you just said, Casey. You said one of your astrologers. I thought I was
I'm
your...
the other. I'm the other.
I thought I was
You
your
trained
guy.
me so well, I got it now.
I thought I was your dude, man. Come on.
But no, I'm so happy that you're back today because one big thing that we've been talking about is team building and working from an astrological level in your business. And a lot of folks don't understand how this astrology world and how this energy and everything like this really, really can start to help you in business and help you succeed a lot more.
Absolutely. I have a team that I'm working with. There's an organization called AHA. Familiar with them?
Oh, yeah.
Aggregated Holistic Healing Alliance.
Wow.
And this is a group of practitioners, a tribe of practitioners that comes together to heal our community.
Wow.
And we have people who do all kind of integrative things like astrology and hypnotherapy and acupuncture and the gamut is wide open, Reiki, a whole bunch of things.
Now explain to us, because I had to learn this the hard way, but explain to folks, why is it so important to take care of the whole being instead of just approaching somebody from 9 to 5? This is what we do in our business and this type of thing, and these are the technical things we need to do to fix it. Explain to people why is it we need to approach this from a more holistic standpoint.
Because what you generate from the inside is what makes the difference on the outside.
Wow.
Whatever you're doing has to start from an inner place of connection, an inner place of wholeness, or it's what happens on the outside is no good. It's going to fail. And it's not that the people who have done inner work are going to have everything just 100%
No, they're not.
flowing, but they are going to have the resources and the tools to be able to get back up when they get knocked down.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right? And so you got to start with the inner strength, the inner love, as Maurice White of Earth, Wind, and Fire would say. And if it ain't no beauty, you got to make some beauty, right? Right?
Oh, yeah. Now, when we start to look at life from this astrological level, and I love astrology, I have to be full about everything you talk to. But when we start to look at this thing from an astrological level, especially when we start talking about business, what are some of the things or some of the signs, some of the key things that you look for in that chart when you start to sit down with a person?
Well, the first thing, if you have the opportunity, you want to start the business at the right time.
Wow, okay.
So you go to an astrologer and you say, I have a certain type of business, and if it's a skilled astrologer, they will then give you the right energy to start that business so that everything from that day forward begins to move positively and successfully. Like you don't want to start a business on a day where the sun and Saturn are aspecting each other.
Okay.
Saturn is talking about restrictions and blockages. So why would you start a business when you know the energy is about blockages?
Wow.
You want to start a business on a day when the sun and Jupiter are together. Jupiter is about expansion, growth, progress, success,
Wow. Okay.
abundance, right?
Where we at today? Because I got some ideas.
I know, right? Look, I shouldn't say this publicly, but I'm going to say it. I just played the lottery in a good time.
Wow.
Good energetic time. So I'm not going to tell you whether I won or not.
Hey, if his phone number changed, we know he won.
But when you see me in that Ferrari Portofino M, then you know something happened. No, but really,
that's all I want. Just give me the eye.
No, but really, honestly, I do use astrology for big things and relatively small things. Like I choose the hours that I'm going to play.
Oh, wow.
I really do. Okay. So you need to include it in everything that you do. If you're, and for people who feel like it's hocus pocus or the devil, all that, it's timing. It's working with nature. Like I did not come outside today with a tank top on.
He's not from Florida.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's not, that's not working with the season. That's not working with the energy I'm in. So it's no different. You don't want to go out into the business world in the winter in a tank top in your business. You want your business to be structurally sound and you want it to be moving in the right season.
Yeah.
So we're just talking about working with seasons of life. We do that for entrepreneurs, they do it for lovers, people who want to find the right love, people who want to make sure that the love they have is the love is supposed to be with them. We talk about people who want to know their purpose. What am I here to do in life? Why am I not thriving in this area? It's because you may not be working in the lane that you were meant to walk in.
Now, a lot of us go through these times in our business, in our life, and this type of stuff, and things just hard. It seems like things have stopped. Things just not working for us. You know, like even right now, where are we at right now? Because everybody is so energetic. Everybody is so just optimistic about, you know, this is the new year, this is the new year. But is it that time for us to actually be trying to do this type of stuff, or should we be doing something else right now?
I'm so glad you asked that question. Right now, we're in the infamous Mercury retrograde period.
Okay.
You've all heard of Mercury retrograde. It's the time of year that happens when computers crash and communications fail with people. People have misunderstandings. And people think Mercury retrograde is a bad time. No, it's not. It just means that anything that has to do with communication, you have to look at it and re-investigate, re-examine why you're doing what you're doing.
Wow.
If you use retrograde, where we are right now, as a period of examining, re-examining. In fact, I like to say, if you can put an RE in front of it, it's the perfect thing to do during the retrograde period. Reinvest, re-examine. Give me another re.
Reinvent.
Reinvent.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna get on
Reinvent.
that.
All these re's.
Okay.
If you can put re in front of it, it's a perfect thing to do in retrograde.
Okay.
But it's not a time to go out and initiate and start something new.
Wow.
So people who are going because it's the new year and they're like, oh, it's the new year, I got to start a new initiative. No, this is not the right time for that. You're going to have setbacks and delays because you're not in the right season. You're not in the right time.
Wow.
And also during this time, Venus is retrograde. So that means all things having to do with love.
Put it out in the
Fall
street.
in the mud,
Put
bro.
it in the street.
All things having to do with
I don't
love.
know, because Danny Pauls keeps talking about something. I see you, girl.
All
Here we
things having
go.
to do with love.
You're going to go off on me in the comments, man.
I know.
All things having to do with love are being re-questioned. You know, you're having to look at your values. You're having to look at why you made the decisions you made, what choices you made, what was fueling those choices.
Oh, yeah.
So we're not really, even though it's January, we're not yet in that season of let's get out there and make it happen. It's really the time to get back and realign. That's another Greek word. That's good. Realign with your purpose, realign with your soul, realign with your goals, realign with who you are internally,
Okay.
and get in contact with a good astrologer like me if you have questions about how to do that.
Well, we actually got a big fan of yours, obviously. She's asking a question right now. Y'all met last time. It's Danny Park.
Oh, I love Danny. Hey,
She's
Danny.
She's saying, when does the Mercury retrograde actually end?
February 3rd.
February 3rd.
Oh, we got
So when you get past February 3rd, then it's time to take action on the things that you have thought about, that you have realigned with, that you have re-examined during this 3-week period. And when you think about it, it's a beautiful thing because it only happens 3 times every year, Mercury retrograde. So we got 52 weeks in a year, right?
Okay.
The universe is saying three times a year for 3 weeks,
Chill out.
rethink it.
Okay.
Don't just keep driving and going forth. Nothing goes forth 100 miles per hour all the time.
Just must
Nature
feel
doesn't.
that.
Nature doesn't do that.
Just must really, really feel that. Because I promise you, for the past at least 2 days, he said, bro, just chill out. Okay. Because you can't keep grinding because you're too busy grinding, so you
Can't do
can't
it.
see what's wrong.
You can't do it.
But he right, though. Like, for
Can't
real.
do it. You gotta have some time.
You doing astrology, man.
Hey, I'm trying, man.
You gotta
And-
have time to relax. You gotta have time to let your spirit speak. You gotta have time to find ways to adjust and see what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
Right? And it's only 9 weeks total out of a 52-week year that the universe is saying you would do better to just chill.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of time.
It really is not. When you start talking about 9 weeks. Now, explain this. When we go into these Mercury retrogrades and things like that, what's the next step when you come out of it?
When you come out of it, you're supposed to be in a place where you can make some solid decisions based on the research
Okay.
that you have done,
Okay.
realignment with what your purpose is. You can move then. Then it's time to go
Okay.
because you have hopefully done some analysis and you have made decisions and you have adjusted
Wow.
based on what your goals were and what you said that you what was important to you.
Wow.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, you know, because a lot of times we just grind and we grind yourself out. And,
Oh, yeah.
And if you're listening to, like, some people listen to the newspaper. Some people, like myself, to the and you know, but just really understanding what all it means and really understanding how to get in touch with yourself is so important. And understanding why things are happening the way they're happening.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
And look at nature. I tell people all the time, look at nature. Look at the season we're in now. Are the leaves just beautiful and green right now on the trees?
No.
No. Is the grass growing up nice and green and lush? No. Does that mean everything is dead?
No.
No, it just means that we're in a period where it's time to go in and rebuild.
Wow. Okay.
It's that simple.
So, 10 minutes. What's a good month for court? I'm just wondering.
Here we go. And the mess keeps coming.
I'm
No,
on
look.
it today, bro.
Now, look, you have to, this is where you have to have a really good astrologer on your team because you need to be able to look at your chart
Okay.
and you need to see when there's going to be positive aspects to your seventh house, which is the house of legal encounters.
Okay.
So I would need to look at your chart and see what kind of aspects I see coming for your seventh house of relationships and legal matters.
Wow.
And then once we determine that, then hopefully we call your lawyer and say, postpone that date and let's try to get, what do they call it? When you go to the judge and you say, we want to
A continuous.
continuance.
Oh, okay.
You've been there.
I don't want to continue this at all.
I'm not an attorney, but I play one on TV.
you go to the
Not
judge.
get legal advice. No.
You go to the judge and you do not say my astrologer told me that I need a continuance because the judge is not going to go for it. But if you say there's some other matters that we're working to resolve and we need a continuance, then you have a better chance.
Now we got to take a quick break, but when we come back, I definitely want us to get into this personal coaching and just that one-on-one session, how you helping the CEOs and you helping business folks and all that type of stuff grow their business and show them, you know, the timing and everything that they need.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, you listen to KC Pride and Jeff Beale, the real deal Jeff Beale, Mr. Marketologist.
Real deal. Getting hit by boxes off the interstate.
Should have called here first. He would have told you that was going to happen. But we right here on the Real 1100 iHeartRadio, checking in all over the world. Danny Park, stay tuned. We got something for you. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dr. Williams with the Line for Life Wellness. I want to invite you to our new office at 1800 Jonesboro Road in Atlanta. Come in for a consultation, examination, therapy, and x-ray, all for just $100. What? Yes, $100. This offer expires soon, so call us to schedule at 404-383-1110 or find us on the web at www.yourfinespine.com. If you want to be fine, take care of your spine. We're open late.
Hi, I'm Marcus Scribner. The way we treat others affects us all, and that includes the way we treat animals. Cruel treatment of animals overseas led to the pandemic crisis, killing 1 million people worldwide. Environmental destruction, pollution, and poaching have killed endangered wild species. Our world today is a poorer place for people to live and inhumane for both people and animals. To fight back, American Humane created a 10-point plan to help animals, people, and the world we share. From ending the dog and cat meat trade to universal humane standards for farms, zoos, entertainment, and animal transport. Together we can make a difference. Join the fight for our animal friends. Go to AmericanHumane.org today and sign our new deal for animals. For a kinder, safer, and healthier world for all of us.
Kids follow your lead. Help them stay healthy. Wash your hands. Don't touch your eyes, nose, or mouth. And cover coughs and sneezes. Clean and disinfect the objects you touch often, like your phone, the remote, and doorknobs. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. And if you're the one who's sick, stay home. This station is part of the Beasley Best Community of Caring, and we care about your family. For more info, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19.
Hey folks, just a quick reminder that no matter the time of the day and no matter what day of the week, East Coast, West Coast, all points in between, we are always on. So go to your app store and download the Real 1100 app and listen wherever and whenever.
What's going on out there, people? This is Mr. Daniel Dickey, the Renaissance Man, founder of the Resource Guild, and you are tuned in to the #1 rated business show with my dude, Casey Fry.
Okay, damn a little bit. We are back right here on the Real 1100 AM iHeartRadio, taking in all over the world. Casey Pride, the rock star, Mr. Marketology, and the world's only best astrologer, Lorenzo Sanford, in the house with us today. Now, before the break, we were talking about personal coaching and how, and I can attest to this because he has personally coached me. Everybody know I'm going through a divorce. Y'all know I'm right, she wrong. But no, it's amazing because I even talked to the psychic. Like, seriously, and they were telling me all this type of stuff, and she was so wrong. Like, she was way wrong. Really? But by him just looking at my chart, he was like, look, dude, I don't know what's going to happen. I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen. He said, December's going to be bad for you. Like, he said, it's going to be bad. And then I was like, well, okay.
And we did kind of say it was going to be with a woman.
Oh, yeah. No, you said it was going to be with her. But no,
I'm trying not to say too much, but
no, he literally predicted. He said, no, bro, it's going to be bad. And I was like, okay, well, we done had, some bad Christmases and stuff like that. He said, no, it's going to be bad.
Wow.
Like, seriously, he just kept reiterating to me, it's going to be bad. And I was like, okay, I'm all right. I just kind of roll with it or whatever. And you saw what happened.
Yeah.
You know what happened.
Yeah.
Sheriff know what happened too. So I'm just saying, how is it that you can look into these type of things and see? Whereas I can tell from my own history and my own past, I've seen hard times before, but just the way that you put it and the emphasis that you put on that was almost like you saw it. Like, I know this is gonna happen to you, bro. So don't even worry about business right now. You need to worry about your home. So how was you able to predict that just by looking at my same natal chart I was reading?
Well, every planet has a certain symbolism, and it represents something in your life.
Okay.
You were getting some energy to your moon, your natal moon,
okay,
which represents women that you're close to,
okay,
among other things, but it definitely represents the women who are close to you.
Wow.
You were getting a strongly negative aspect from the planet Pluto. Okay. Pluto literally is called the planet of death and transformation.
Wow.
And
it's
so,
a planet again.
it's a dwarf planet. The science made it a dwarf planet, but
okay,
astrologers know that it's real.
Okay.
So you have literally a death as it related to a relationship with a woman.
Wow.
And knowing that was coming, I said, hey, man, be prepared because it's going to be real challenging. And I even left you alone for a while because I knew that during that month it was going to be hot.
Wow.
And so, unfortunately,
and it was like it never had been before. Like, it literally was like the worst ever, like, for real. And it's like and I even talked to a psychic. And honestly, I think with these psychics, I don't think they can actually tell you the future. I think they might be able to read what you're thinking at that time and maybe what you want at that time. But it's nowhere in the world because they gave me direct conflicting information. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And he was right. And she was wrong.
Well, because it's your energy. I'm looking at your chart. I'm looking at the energy you were born with. Okay. And I have specific symbolism that lets me know what area in your life is being affected. So in this case, it was your moon, your emotions, your relationships with women. And then it was the planet Pluto, death and regeneration. Wow. So, and here's to not make it doom. I was going to say, here's the part that makes it not so doom and gloom. You do have a sense of a lighter energy about you now. You do have a sense that there's something else being born in the place of that thing that had to pass. So death and regeneration means yes, some things have to go, but there's always something new that comes in its place.
Wow.
So, and you're experiencing that. Although I'm sure you have to digest what happened. It's not like it just happened and it's over and you're not through with it. You've got to deal with it.
Yeah.
But there's a new you coming out of this. Emotionally, you're going to be stronger.
Wow.
Emotionally, you're going to be wiser. Emotionally, you're going to be more discerning.
Wow.
Right?
Oh yeah.
You're going to be able to look at
the
a woman.
The craziest thing, though, having that advice, as it started and I started to go through it, I was able to deal with it a lot better because I was like, bro, you knew this was coming.
Yeah.
Your boy told you this stuff was coming, and then the other side was business side of it, and that's the part that I discounted before I started going through a divorce in the first place. Was the simple fact of what was going on at home was destroying my business.
Yeah.
Like I lost over $100,000 last year. Like I ain't talking about opportunity loss and all this. We talking about real dollars. I lost over $100,000 last year. So having that type of advice and knowing these type of things and being able to avoid these type of pitfalls, I ain't worried about what was going on cash wise in December. You know what I'm saying? Because he had already told me, bro, it's going to be bad. You might want to take care of you and not worry about the business right now. So that's amazing, man.
And we all have our own timing. So what's happening with you is not happening with everybody else.
Wow.
And that's the beauty of astrology. It gets you tuned in to what's going on in your world, in your relationship with life as it surrounds you and as you engage with it every day.
So you knew that dude was going to throw that box at Jeff today.
Man, I wish I'd have known. I just wish I'd have known.
You should have called him first. He said, should I go to the radio station?
Yep.
No.
Call it, Jeff, call in today.
I know. Man, I wish I'd have known.
But do you even have sessions like that where some folks are like, don't do that today. Please don't do that today.
Absolutely. And it's always about balancing the information, right? Because you cannot walk around afraid to go outside the door.
Okay.
But you can walk around knowing that there's potential energy that's going to be coming. And so you just be aware of it. Wow. Last Saturday, I had some weird energy around movement and travel communication. And so I was going out with my wife and I said, will you drive? Because I just want to be careful that I'm not putting myself in an accident situation. And as it turned out, we went to this park and we were going to walk on some rocks. And she said, it's muddy up there. And so I don't want to walk up there. I said, girl, don't worry about it. Let's walk up there. And I picked her hand and grabbed her hand like I'm, big dude, big super dude. I stepped up on the mud and slipped and fell all over the place.
Wow.
I mean, I'm talking about it was a disaster.
Wow.
I said, no, she said, you all right? I said, yeah, baby, you know me, I'm super nigga. And she said, yeah, that's just what you look like on the ground.
Wow.
You look just like super nigga on the ground.
Wow. So tell me this. Now, if you know the information, right? You know somewhat, you know the energy.
Yes.
Can you, I don't want to say manipulate, but can you, like,
use it for your advantage?
Yeah, so you know it's going to be one of those days, but you can say, okay, it's going to be one of them days, but I'm going to go ahead and
absolutely. That's what it's all about. It's about using the awareness of the energy and then using it so that it works for you, or at least it doesn't work against you. Like Casey said, he knew things were going to get challenging in December. I used the word challenging, but
you should have said it was going to be a disaster, bro.
It helped him be alerted.
Okay.
I was walking down the street last week on my daily walk, and this guy had his dogs out, and they came out and sort of kind of rushed me.
Okay.
And I knew I was having that kind of day, and I blew up at the dude. And then I caught myself. I said, okay, this is what this energy is, so dial it back.
Okay.
I wished I had been able to not go there,
Okay.
but at least when I did go there, I was able to realize it and then dial it back.
Okay.
So you got to work with it.
Living your own life, having this type of knowledge, how do you kind of approach things? Do you literally get up every day and look and see, all right, today going to be messed up?
I look at the energy for the day every single day.
Wow.
And not only that, for all important decisions, I make sure I'm in alignment with the right energy. I chose my marriage date through astrology.
Wow.
I hired another astrologer just so that I wouldn't be so close to it.
Okay.
To give me a great date
I
to
did notice
get
that.
married.
I did notice that. Like, I hadn't gotten to the point of being able to, tell folks, hey, tomorrow going to be messed up. But I did notice, like, going through these natal charts
me out of my. You
No,
cut me
man,
out.
I'm learning from you,
Jeff?
bro.
Jeff,
I'm learning from you, bro.
I'm just gonna turn around.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be a part of it.
Jeff.
But no, I
Turn
actually,
around.
He's admitting on air.
I'm not part of it.
I'm admitting you taught me. But
See, I feel the
so if
energy
I'm
is
wrong,
a
it's his
groove.
fault.
I feel the energy is a
Mercury
groove.
retrograde has revealed something, hasn't it? This brother cutting me out of my. I'm
But-
supposed to be the consultant that helps him make those decisions. We said we was gonna work on a little thing together, and now he's revealing.
But no, we actually seriously, based on what you taught me though, you know, we had talked about team building based on astrology.
Absolutely.
And then so everybody around me, that's what I started to do. I started to look at their natal chart. I went through it with Jeff, I went through it with Mark, and then I started to see this is why this person is in your life. And this person is here to stay, this person just here for a minute, this person here just is not good for the team. You know, all these different things. Now all this the day-to-day energy, I can't do that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, but
I
let me
can't tell you what's gonna happen tomorrow.
But let me say this: that's brilliant of you, and I admire you for that, and I respect you for that because my work as an astrologer is not to create a dependency; it's to give you the tools to be able to help yourself heal yourself.
Oh yeah.
And to find your own way and your own path.
Oh yeah.
So I deep bow to you, brother, for being that proactive that you took it and then made it your own.
But no, you like you told me, he was like, Casey, you can't hide from this. Because even when he started telling me, he was like, it's good and bad. I can see it all. You know what I'm saying? So it don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? But what I find is this, and this is why they say you're supposed to love your bad side too. That bad side help you in certain situations.
Lord have mercy.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to get ugly to defend yourself.
Yeah.
You know
Lord
what I'm
have
saying?
mercy.
So
Lord have mercy. And you had a certain book to kind of help you, didn't you?
yes, I had the beautiful logic of astrology. And yes, Danny Parks, I am doing reading charts now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do for Danny because I just love you so much, Danny. Even though you dissed me, it's all right. I'm gonna donate this free consultation to Danny Parks. Okay. So we're gonna get you a free hour consultation with the man himself, Lorenzo Sanford, world-renowned astrologer, and we donating it right there to Danny Parks.
What was the name of that book you said you learned a lot from?
But no, and matter of fact, somebody got my book and I want it back. Da Vinci, I let him read it and talking about he doing tarot cards. I said, nah, bro, you need to read this. I ain't got my book back yet.
What was the name of that book? What was the name of that book
today.
again, Casey?
I am. Beautiful Logic of Astrology. I'm telling y'all, y'all need to go pick it up wherever you can find it.
How come I didn't win the free?
The Beautiful Logic of
I
Astrology.
gave you yours, bro.
Yeah,
I did too,
you
bro.
Like second. You like Pippen to Jordan. I mean, you know, I got Pippen first.
I got here in the Scottie Pippen reading. That's all right. Hey, Pippen got Jordan that championship though. He couldn't have did it without Pip.
Yeah, that's true.
He's talking about him in that book too, that recent book.
Yeah, he is.
But can I
You're
say
welcome, Miss Danny Park.
can I say it one more time? It's The Beautiful Logic of Astrology. And it's on Amazon. You can go a lot of different bookstores. It's around The Beautiful Logic
I'm
of
telling y'all, if
Astrology.
y'all see this man anywhere, if you see his name on the flyer, you see this man speaking, if you see that book, y'all need to go pick it up, seriously. Because I promise you, that book breaks down astrology in a way that has never been broken down. And I've read this stuff from just all the way back in ancient history when they were talking about it was a medical thing. And then, because a lot of times it was the salts or something like that. And then they used to connect it to a medical part. Like, for instance, being a Gemini, any type of duality, Gemini is going to have a problem with it. Shoulders, knees, lungs, all that. And everybody know I got asthma.
Anything that is born, anything that takes on a life has an energy that can be gauged.
Wow.
So your business, your body, your marriage, your child's birth, obviously, anything that takes on a life has energy that can be gauged and can be helped.
Wow. Okay.
And enhanced. And by the way, can I mention my website?
Go ahead, yeah.
Astrologic.
I want folks to go to it.
Astrologic. That's the name of the website, but the full name is, the full web address is astrologicastrology.com. Site is called Astrologic. Full name is astrologicastrology.com. It's a long name, but astrologicastrology.com. I know, right? But Astrologic, you can find it.
Oh, yeah.
My name will come up, Lorenzo Sanford.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, man, it's about the energy of whatever is born has a life.
Wow.
And it has a life cycle.
Okay.
And we're looking at the whole realm of the life cycle of all living entities.
Now explain one of these things. Miss Danny Park said you got good trustworthy energy.
Thank
But-
you, Danny.
You said
But,
you're not trustworthy.
Obviously me. I'm light skinned, so I can't help it. But no, but explain to me, like, as you get on further in the chart, and then you are able to see generations versus just this is today, this is right now, this is how you were born. And then as you get towards those end around about, I think when you get to Pluto and those planets,
Yeah, absolutely.
that shows you a more lifespan of what you're here for.
Dude, you are brilliant. So Pluto
Only because of you, bro.
Pluto is talking about what your soul has picked up. And some people may not be able to get with this, but I got to say it. What your soul has picked up from other lifetimes.
Wow.
So it implies a belief in reincarnation. But if that's hard for you, you can see it as just what you picked up from your earliest emotional environment before you had a chance to choose what you would observe, what you would absorb.
Wow.
But let's just say, for those who can handle it, it talks about energy that your soul has brought into this lifetime.
Wow.
And so, yes, it talks about the things that have made deep impressions on you and that challenge you. So, like, everybody has some dark that they have to deal with, right?
Oh yeah.
So we can't run from that either. Astrology is not going to just give you lottery numbers. It's also going to give you an understanding of where you have darkness,
But
where you have darkness that you have to deal with.
But it's fun, and I put myself on blast as we were speaking. And then one day it just came to me, and I saw the irony in it and I almost laughed. He told me my father was put in my life to make me feel bad and to make me feel like I wasn't good enough. And that has really been my biggest problem throughout my entire career.
Lord have
And
mercy,
a lot
did I
of
say
big
that?
type- yeah, that's what you said.
Woo.
But-
That sounds like
But
a
think
lot.
about the irony, though. My last name is Pride. I mean, think about it. It's almost like a sick joke, right?
Wow.
Yes, Hassan. Yes, I feel the same way. But I mean, he literally called it out for me. He was like, "This is what you here to overcome, and then you're supposed to use this, and then teach other folks how to overcome it." It was amazing.
And what are you doing? Gemini, mastermind. Mastermind, Gemini. What are you doing?
we teaching folks, man, and we
Through the
helping them grow their business.
mastermind, developing the mastermind.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing. That's beautiful.
But no, it's so amazing the information that
And you got your twin over here. You got the other side of you over here.
I'm just trying to
He
make
a
it work.
Scorpio. Get
Now,
on it. He
actually,
a
I'm
Scorpio.
a Cancer, but I guess Scorpio through all the other stuff by birth.
I can feel that cancer. in
By the
you.
basic, I'm a
No, I
Cancer,
could-
but I don't know all the depths of it.
I forgot what his rising sun is. I'm gonna put him on blast.
I can feel
pull
that.
it up.
I can feel that. You have that kindness in you. That's really
Try to be.
that warmth.
I got that angry.
He got that sarcasm.
I got that eight. Oh,
He got that sarcasm, bro.
And but let's go back to the building of teams.
Yes.
The building of a team is building relationships, right?
Oh yeah.
And so just like I use astrology to help people in relationships, I help people find love,
Oh yeah.
know when the right time is to know that a relationship is coming, or if it's not coming, to tell you to chill and stop looking for it right now, because it's not your season for that.
Oh yeah.
But it's clarity about relationship issues. So building a team is the same thing. You're building relationships.
Wow.
If this man didn't have the right energy for you, it doesn't make sense for you to force it, because there's right energy for both of you somewhere else.
Oh yeah.
Right?
But it's amazing when you see it, because I think one of the biggest things about Jeff that I saw in his chart, I think one of his communications or something like that was in Gemini. So, and then the other part, I think it was your moon was in Scorpio.
yeah.
And then the whole thing about a Scorpio, of course, they don't, they think somebody gonna leave them and that type of stuff. So once we had that conversation and we saw them connecting, it's like, dude, this radio show blowing up.
And it's interesting because I never knew there was more than one sign. I've always just
Nobody
heard of
does.
just like
everybody just gets
it's
caught
one
up in the
thing.
sun sign. That's why the
Yeah.
newspaper columns and the magazines are so off, because they're only dealing with 1/10 of who you are.
Yep.
Now let me tell this great Moon and Scorpio story. So, there's a big famous star who has Moon and Scorpio. Besides you, Beyonce has Moon and Scorpio.
Really?
And she exemplified, she showed that Moon and Scorpio so perfectly on that incident in the elevator.
Wow.
oh wow.
When her sister went off on her husband.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? And Solange went
she
off.
was jumping on him. Yeah. I
Solange went
remember
off
that.
on Jay. and the bodyguard had to pull Solange off, and what did Beyonce do?
Yeah, she was just like,
Had the game face on, bro.
She had the game face on. She had that moon in Scorpio. I'm not gonna show how deeply this is affecting me, but deep inside, it was making whatever the issue was had her blood boiling.
Oh yeah.
But Solange I think Solange is a Cancer. I think, I'm not sure. Don't count.
she got that anger.
But it came out of her, but that moon in Scorpio was able to hold it in.
Wow.
So I know Jeff, be careful around Jeff. because you don't know.
See, I'm dormant though, so I don't know my power yet. I don't even know my power.
Jeff might be holding it in.
You better.
I told you I don't like skin folks, but I told you.
You better let me shine. You better let me shine.
Oh man. Unfortunately, man, once again we gotta go 2 hours, man. We cannot keep this 1 hour thing, man. We gotta go to 2 hours, but unfortunately, man, we almost at the end of the show. We got about 2-3 minutes left.
Let me say thank you to you.
Let
me say thank you to you. I honor you for your work that you're doing in the community.
Thank you, man.
I honor you for the work that you're doing to help people on this show. Jeff, you guys got a beautiful energy. Congratulations. I wish you all the best.
See, we blessed. We got it now.
Yes, it's a beautiful flow in here.
Now, if you can, because I promise you, everybody in the comments, they want your information. So if you can, I already put the website out for you, astrologicastrology.com. How can people follow you? And once again, how folks can go pick up the book?
The book is The Beautiful Logic of Astrology. It's on Amazon, and the website is astrologicastrology.com. I'm on Instagram as Astrologic Astrology, and I'm on YouTube as Astrologic Astrology. But if all that fails, Lorenzo Sanford, and then all that stuff should come up.
And I'm going to tell you now, if you have ever had a reading, if you have ever looked at some of that stuff that y'all see on these newspapers and all that type of stuff, you have any interest whatsoever in astrology, read his book first, because I have read several books on astrology. I have done so much stuff in this whole spiritual world, and I promise you, he's the only one that's going to get it to you and make it make sense to you. And at the end of it, I promise you, you're going to know exactly what to do. You're going to know all about these signs. You're going to understand that energy like you would not believe.
Yeah, and put down those fortune cookies.
It's not really fortune cookies, Jeff.
You know.
Thank you, guys. This is beautiful, man. Thank you.
Oh man, we got to get you back once again, man. But for everybody out there listening, we will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Right here on the Real 1100 AM and iHeartRadio all over the world. Thank you so much to all my folks in India, Africa, all our folks in Mexico, all our folks in Europe, and all over the United States. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Just say a few words before we go, bruh.
Hey, we out, and I gotta call these cops so I can get this police report.
I know, we gotta find this dude.
Yeah.
We are out.
Last name ever.